This little guy here is our official marker for the Bibbulmun track. It's a rainbow serpent, and it's also known by the Bibbulmun people as the Woggle, meaning soul, spirit, or breath. The Woggle was believed to have created everything on this earth, the lands, the hills, the water, and hikers just need to follow the direction of the serpent's head. The Woggles are placed approximately every 500 metres, and they're in different orientations depending on which direction to go, and they'll be attached to signposts, to trees, and even onto the ground. Good morning from William Bay campsite. Pretty tired this morning. The last 2 days of all this sand walking has been exhausting, but also really beautiful and exciting and inspirational. Yesterday was also pretty windy, so I had to cover up a bit more, and we were going up and down sand dunes for a couple of hours, and I felt like the progress was really slow for a while. Until I hit that long 8-kilometre stretch known as Mazzoleti Beach. And that was really beautiful, and that really woke me up and gave me inspiration because I have a soft spot for the beach and it just always energizes me. So walked those 8 kilometres pretty fast. I walked closer to the water because the sand was a little bit firmer there, but then of course some bigger waves would crash and I'd get all my feet and pants wet. Now, 200 or so metres before the end of that beach, that's the official exit for the Bibbulmun track. But it was completely eroded, it looked like a sand cliff, and there was like this weird chain that it looks like Bibbulmun hikers can use to help themselves get up. But I actually wanted to go for a swim at Green's Pool, so I walked a little bit further, about another kilometre or so, and then had the best afternoon dip as the sun was starting to set. And it just completely reinvigorated me. It gave me all this energy and it was just so refreshing. I almost could do the whole walk again for that day. And so we went around the other way, which is also an acceptable way to go the Bibbulmun track, where we went up the road and then went back on the track up the hill to arrive at William Bay campsite. I've got a bit of planning to do for tomorrow leaving Denmark, because traditionally there was a boat that would take us from Denmark to this point here near Pelican Point, and then we'd walk along to Nulaki campsite. But that boat doesn't exist anymore. So now hikers need to find a way to get to Nulaki, either by getting a lift along the highway down to Eden Road and then walking down, or walking along the highway or walking along the sandbar. So I'm just looking at options now about what's possible. I went on the Bibbulmun Track Facebook page and I put up a post about recommendations for anyone that can give us a lift. We'll pay for it because there's no taxis in Denmark. I've tried the Blue Wren Hostel, who I heard can do rides for $50, but because I'm not staying there, they're not giving me a lift. So I just wrote back to Andy because he said he can't help out, but he said the Blue Wren should be able to help out. And I've written back, we've tried the Blue Wren, but they can't take us. Do you know any other options? So we'll see what happens. I think what I'm going to do is just, when I arrive at the visitor centre, just talk to them and see what options there are. Because this is actually a problem that all hikers face. If there's no boat, then what other option is there? Look at this blue sky. It's going to be a hot day today. 20 kilometres to Denmark. Just on 9 a.m. Very clear day today. There's really not much shade in this area, and I can already feel the sun heat coming through my hat onto my forehead. So potentially it's going to be a hot day, unless the breeze picks up a bit. Ah, that was a sudden change. Makes me feel like I'm far away from the coast. With all this shade suddenly. really hot right now. It's not even midday yet. The sun's so bright and the sand's so bright. We're just taking a quick break before we start climbing up this big hill. I don't know if you can see here, I've got this weird bump, which is some sort of bite that I got this morning. And it's really itchy and painful. Hello, old friend. They're here to protect us for the climb. So the climb started. I'm so glad these trees are here because it's really sunny and it's really a luxury to get some shade. Boot cleaning station. This one's really easy to use. Makes me make sure I clean my boots really well. So hot. Steve needs a break. I'm not calling the ambulance again. He ate too much salami for lunch. And now his non-existent gallbladder is complaining. And we've got to go up, 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 up. Up to the sky. It's hard to tell when you're not here in real life that these two boulders are massive and they're just so amazing. down. Just going to do a quick side trip to the summit of Mount Hallowell and just check out the view. Oh, so good without a pack on. Quite steep. Look. So be a bit careful. I'm glad this is here. Oh my god. It's a bit hard to navigate around here. You really got to keep an eye out for the woggles. I've already made a wrong turn about 3 or 4 times. But the good thing is, when I come off track, I can tell pretty quickly because suddenly the path doesn't look quite as well defined. So, yeah, you just got to be careful when you're distracted by your phone or random thoughts, just to keep an eye out for the woggles every once in a while. And anyway, and even if you do start finding it's looking a bit dodgy, you just turn back to where you last remember seeing a woggle or a clear path, which is what I do. And then I find my way. So, yeah, it's a great track. It's a really great track. Well signposted, well marked out. Well, we're arriving in Denmark. See, all the houses are here now. So we've reached corner of Campbell and Inlet, and poor Steve's non-existent gallbladder is suffering.
So now I'm sick.
Yeah.
Very tired and I can't walk.
Yeah. You're carrying a lot of weight.
That's all. Today, climbing a mountain after a lunch that made me sick.
Yeah.
Just did it in the heat.
Yeah.
So a big climb, the wrong food, in the heat, just killed me.
And you had an operation about a month ago.
6 weeks ago.
And you continued walking.
6 weeks ago.
So, we're now getting a lift from the hotel because I just called them. So here we are in the car. Steve, how are you feeling?
Very tired. Very tired. Come on.
And this is our amazing trail angel. I'm sorry I missed your name. Nikki, thank you. That's all right. He's come and saved Steve from walking
the last 5Ks.
5Ks. And then I thought I'd hitch a ride anyway. I'm not going to walk if you get this lift.
I was figuring it would take me about 2 hours to cover it.
2 hours?
You know what, 7 o'clock I might be in.
Oh my god. So this is how we're experiencing our arrival to Denmark. Yeah. So fast. I've just arrived in Denmark and I'm just having a really quick break in the hotel. It's been a long day. Our cameraman Steve has had some recurring health issue which started up at the start of the trip. He had the operation and now he's having these weird symptoms again, even though he doesn't have a gallbladder anymore. So we actually ended up having to get a lift 5 kilometers out of Denmark from someone from the hotel, which was really lucky. So we just got a lift in. But now I've got to go to the supermarket to buy my supplies because I'm continuing the walk tomorrow. I've got to get some stuff for Steve. I've got to figure out transport for tomorrow, which I still haven't figured out because there are no taxis here. So I'm quite busy and I don't have time to film. So I'm just going to get all that sorted and then figure out later. Okay, better go. I'm so tired. I just want to quit. My eyes all puffy and I've just been doing stupid things. I slammed my finger in the door and it's all bleeding on the inside. It really hurts. I can't even use his finger anymore. It's so tender. Something's wrong with my eye. It's all puffed up. I'm just feeling so rushed. Yesterday was a really long day and there's still a few days left and I know I've got to finish, but it's just so hard right now. Do this. Just got a lift from Denmark to Eden Road because there's no taxis anymore in all of Denmark. So we managed to get a lift. I was very lucky. I'm tired. Okay, let's check out Nalakai Hut quickly. Oh, go here as well. Hello. Hi. Just wanted to check it out. Really. We're here to set up camp. Yeah, looks like every other one. Oh. Well, this is Nalakai Hut. Now I've got another 17 kilometres to go to get to West Cape Howell, and it's patchy clouds, there's a bit of sun. It's going to be hot today. It's already 10:30 because I left at 9 a.m. from Denmark. There's all these weird noises. I think it's a rat. Oh my god. Okay, poles. Let's go. Break over. See you, Nalakai. Just past 1 o'clock and I'm just taking a bit of a break from the sun. I'm feeling tired, but I'm also feeling calm. I'm feeling at peace being back in nature. And as soon as I got into the groove walking, I got back into my flow of walking. And all that difficult stuff that I was struggling with in Denmark, in the rest town, kind of just went away. There's something so simple about being in nature. Life just gets so simple. That was so close. I was walking, looking up, and then I looked down and there was literally a snake like 1 meter in front of my feet. And oh, that was really, really close. See where my pole is? Tip? There's a black snake there. So I'm really staying focused on keeping my eyes on the track because I've just seen 3 snakes, black snakes, in the last 20 minutes. Okay, it's time to leave. Last to leave as usual. Today we're going to be walking about 16.5 kilometres to Torbay campsite. It should be similar terrain to what it was today. A lot of sand walking, up and down hills, walking, looking at beach views. And the weather today is pretty cool, it seems. It's a little bit cloudy, so I've put on my pack cover just in case it does rain. But we'll only find out. It's really windy, so I've just got to put my headscarf around my head just to keep myself warm. But then it's also hot at the same time because I'm building up a pace hiking. So I can't decide whether I'm hot or cold. So strange. I crossed that sand four-wheel drive track and it went from lush coastal vegetation to burnt out forest.